Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob. And I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is I got it covered. Bad news is somebody else didn't have it covered. And the seat should tell you what I mean. I paid for a seat cover that had black sides, black back, and camouflage in the middle. Well, I ordered that on the 6th of October. It is now the 17th of October, or the 18th, one of the two. And I sent him a message about 3 days ago and said, "What's the holdup, man? I've already finished rebuilding this four-wheeler in the time that you have not shipped my item." So he says, "Well, we ran into a problem with your order." So he said, "Well, I can refund you or you can wait." So I said, "Well, I need the seat cover, so I guess I'll just wait." He said it should ship out in the next day or so. Well, the ad said that it would ship out in 8 days if I didn't ask for anything special, which I did not. So it had already been 12 days, so today I said, you know what, just cancel the damn order, I'll figure it out. So I went and looked to see if I could find another one, and I got to looking at some of the negative feedbacks of the ones I looked at, and they just wasn't good. So I decided, okay, it's time to make a mess. So I've got the original cover off of it, and we're going to clean it up a little bit before we get started, at least around here, and then I'll clean this up later. Shouldn't be too awful hard to do. So we're going to give it a shot and see if we can't do a good job on this one. This plastic is awfully hard. That's where I run into a problem with a T50 stapler. Now, you know, if I wanted to wait, I could probably go buy a regular upholstery stapler, but I don't have all that much time and I don't really want to wait. This job's been dragging on too long already. So we're just going to clean this up the best we can. Because this part I can clean later. I just want to get around this edge here. And then we'll blow that off. Now the material that I got is, I bought this to make curtains for the shop, but more pressing things have come up and this is what we're going to use. Yes, it's not vinyl, but it's going to have to work because I'm not going to keep dealing with these shoddy sellers on eBay. So I've cut it to where I know I have enough room or enough to go over the whole thing and overlap. But like I said, this one don't have that much of an arch like that one did, so I might be able to do a better job on this one. So I've got enough to go around on both sides, and now what we're going to do is, since the foam is okay, yeah, it's not perfect, it's got some little imperfections in it where it's taken out, but there's enough there that I ain't got to worry too much about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 3M high strength 90 contact adhesive spray on, and we're going to spray the crap out of this thing and see if we can't make this happen. Now I don't want none of that glue on my camera, so we're gonna move you guys. My God. Am I good or what? That looks pretty damn good, man. My son ought to be proud of me, damn it. He ain't. But I think that looks pretty good. So that'll work. I was thinking about putting the Bison logo right here, showing that the Bison Workshop did it. I've got one here. I need to paint it, but I was thinking about putting one right there, but I don't know, maybe not. So let's go over this four-wheeler and see what we got. Seat's done. Uh-oh, I see a crease coming in right there. That glue ain't worth a shit. Damn it. Now that sucks. Seeing a crease right there, and that's right where that foam was missing. Well, hopefully once it dries, I may still yet have to go get a seat cover for it. But that looks pretty damn good for now. But it's going to have creases in it. There ain't nothing I can do about it. I'm not an upholsterer man. But I got the muffler painted. I got the fenders painted. And I 3D printed the Moto 4. And instead of painting the Moto 4 white, I painted it camouflage. But I'm not sure that I'm going to put these on there because I can only put one, because I can't put one on this side. So I decided I might just put it right there. Just put one on it. Or we could put it right there. Nope, that ain't going to happen. I don't know, we might not put nothing there. But I painted those flat black. I'm still waiting on my screws to come in. And then I painted the front bumper flat black. And I painted my Yamaha on there just like I did mine. Mine's the same way. Well, you can't see it because I got carpet laying on top of it. Then I went and painted the exhaust with high temperature paint. This stuff right here, Rust-Oleum high temp, or high heat. And then I went out and got the this one here off of the starter off of my Big Bear 400, and I didn't realize that the 350 or 350 and the 400 was the same. So, but I can't find the guts for this. The guts was missing out of the original one, and it's in pretty bad shape. It's been up and rusted, but I can't find the guts for this. And I did find one for $43, but for an original, they want $145. They're proud of that damn thing. They want more for this one than they do the electric starter. Just the electric starter is, it's only like 30 bucks. But you try to get that pull starter and you'll pay out the ass for it. But it's got an electric start on it. I think I'll just wait until one happens around, or even just the guts. If anybody's got guts for it, let me know. I need the plastic rope thing. I don't need a handle. All I need is the plastic and the spring and that little flipper that goes against the crank. So, but we're still waiting on the bearings. It did ship today. They sent me an email saying that it was shipped. So we're waiting on that. So the seat's done. Everything is done except for the rear end and the oil cooler. And I put this off of there when I was painting the exhaust. I didn't even get no paint on my spark plug wire. But she's coming together. So as soon as I get the bearing for the rear end, I'm getting ready to start working on this cooler. I'm not real sure how I'm going to do this cooler. What I basically need is a block. What I'd like to do is take and drill this out and tap it 14 millimeter by 1.0 threads, but I'm scared to get aluminum inside of this thing because, of course, right now would be the time to do it because it's dry. There's nothing in there to stick. It might be possible that I can just go ahead and drill this out and just make sure that when I drill it, I have the vacuum cleaner pulling as many chips as possible out while it's drilling. And once I've drilled and tapped it for 14 millimeter by 1.0 thread, then I can just take the fittings out of my other one and put in here. This one's a little different than the way that one went. This one's got the screws that holds a hose down, and then the fluid comes through this, through the bolt, into the tube, and into the motor. But that would be the easiest way to do this, is to drill this and tap them 14 millimeter by 1.0 thread, and then I've already got the fittings for it, and I can go ahead and use those. The only thing is I'm scared to get aluminum inside of this because that's going into your oil, and I mean, it's aluminum though. It's soft. If it does get anywhere in something, then it wouldn't do too much damage, but I really don't want any aluminum in there. It's possible that I can get it all blowed out and not have an issue. By blowing in one end, it should blow it out the other end. Just keep going back and forth until you don't see nothing coming out. I may be okay, because these vents are, these lines are big enough that any chips would pass right through with a shot of air. So we'll see how this goes. I sure wish I had two of these. I'd like to daisy chain two of these. I don't know yet. I'm going to leave this to last. I may just build a frame for that one there and press it back together and build a frame around it because it's bigger, and I can put a bigger fan behind it. The only problem with that one is it's swelled on the sides, and if I had a steel bracket on each side and make a steel frame out of this L channel here, then this would hold it from squeezing or spreading out. We haven't really nailed down what we're going to do yet on the oil cooler. I may just break down, just go ahead and buy the damn original one and be done with it. That's $125 worth of aggravation I don't have to worry about no more. So, anyway, there it is. Seat covered. I hope you guys learned something. I learned how not to do a seat cover because it's getting creases in it. I don't like that, but it's camouflage. You can't hardly see them. Now, if you was to look at it, just glance, I don't see any wrinkles in it at all. But if I get close to it, I can see them. Maybe somebody needs to not get so close to my four-wheeler. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You guys have a good one. Later.